Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm live everywhere where I need to be live so we can start our coverage of the game. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good everywhere. Welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Mokwena, and this, of course, is a place where we love local football. We love African football. But then every now and then we go back and we go to Europe. But today, it's not the normal show. The normal show is usually Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. But if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Bafana, Banyana Style, UWC are going to be in the Champions League starting this weekend or next weekend, we're going to be watching them play in those games too. And this is one of those days where Orlando Pirates is taking on Richards Bay in the Betway Premiership. Orlando Pirates, of course, up to this point, perfect in the league. Perfect. 6 games played, 6 wins, 12 goals scored, 2 conceded, 18 points on the board. And then Richards Bay sitting number 12. Oh, is that a coin? Are those 2 coins there by the ball? Heaven. Orlando, Onienzani. Okay, so we've got Richards Bay number 12 on the log. In their 6 games, they've got 1 win, 2 draws and 3 losses for a grand total of 5 points, 1 goal scored and 4 conceded in their last 5 games overall. They've got 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw. Last time we saw Richards Bay out was a semi-final qualifying game. Yeah. Hey, people put coins on the pitch. Hey, banda. Manje. So is my man at risk? They're putting him at risk. Oh, what's going on? It's anybody. There were some others there on the thingy, man, the kickoff spot. There were a couple there. I don't want to say it, Bongs. I don't want to say it, but there was something. They zoomed in. They didn't even go to the center spot. I think the center spot had a couple of coins there. On its own, but yeah, hey agent, my poor guy has to run in and hold these things. Kamatsoho, you? Okay, let's see. We're still waiting for the kickoff. After that, and we are off, guys. Like I said, Richards Bay number 12 in the lead in the log. Last 5 games, they've got 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Last game out was a penalty win versus Cape Town City that made sure that Richards Bay makes it into the semi-final of the Carling Black Label Knockout Cup. And then, of course, Orlando Pirates in their last 5 games, they have 4 wins and 1 loss. The loss coming versus Imakesi on the 19th. But since then, they've been able to beat Supersport, Amazulu, and TS Galaxy in that time. Starting lineups, Richards Bay has Otieno in goal, Gaba, Ndaba, Mabua, Mtrineka, Mtetwa, Mabuya, Mtembu, Bumelo, Stebe, Lintsundwana as the starting lineup for Richards Bay. For Pirates, they have Chain, Sibisi, Sesane, Monyane, Hoto, Makaula, Mbata, Maswanganyi, Mfuke Nkota, and Mahupa, with Tito making a return to the team at Orlando Stadium. The last 5 games that these 2 teams have played against each other have been pretty much, yellow card, Suga, have been pretty much even. 1 draw and 2 wins apiece. Last game out, Richards Bay lost to Orlando Pirates on the 29th of September. And then on the 11th of May, was it worth a yellow though? So early. But okay. On the 11th of May, where Orlando Pirates lost to Richards Bay 1-0. And that 1-0 loss helped the Richards Bay man in their fight for playoff football when they were almost relegated. So we'll see how much. Zundwan, his name's across the whole bag. Heaven. It didn't change the size of the letters. How is anyway? Okay, guys. So yeah, let's look forward to this game. Pirates, of course, is 100% in the league this season. So let's see. How are you doing, Lebza? As leader of the GNU, I believe in Prakis. GNU thing, man. La GNU, nje out of the blue. Chiefs fans, are you with Pirates today? Are you with Pirates today? Or are you with Sundowns tomorrow? I want to get this GNU right. Muti by Pirates Lebza, Orlando Pirates are forever playing. Pirates. I can't watch the bua, but Musa, I can't watch the bua, man. Why I keep Veli Levan keep into then. Okay, we're happy people. Won't stop till Paris stops. Says Figgy. Wendy, welcome, Wendy. Yellow card so early, but I guess yellow card it's fair. Then we want to see consistency with regards to the yellow cards. Could be a messy game as you go from there. Okay, so let's look at Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates has been playing a little bit different to what they normally play, even though actually Richards Bay here. If you're going to allow Tito to do that, they've been playing a very patient game. They haven't been blowing teams away, and they just do their job, man. If you talk about professionals in the league right now, you'd have to speak about Orlando Pirates, who come in, shy goal early, then they hit their late goal and they go home, man. They clock in, they clock out, and then they go home. So it's a very professional Orlando Pirates. They don't try and run too much and run out of run out of energy and all of those things and possibly injure themselves. They just do the job and go home. That has been the MO for Pirates. Richards Bay comes into the game as a team that is struggling to score. 1 goal in the league so far with 4 conceded in their 6 games. You can tell that maybe there's a little bit of struggle up there, up top. Ngabuntsundwana scoring there, that side. But luckily for them, Amazulu, Navotias Galaxy are doing so badly below them that they don't have that much competition in terms of being bad. You can be relatively bad and still be okay. But let's see how it's going to play out. Richards Bay, of course, getting a new sponsor. They said they wanted rulani. They wanted big coaches. They wanted to do all these things. Didn't work out that way. Guys, let me speak to the betters.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
People are emotional, guys. People are emotional. Please, guys, tell us. How are you guys betting this game? Straight win Pirates, over 2.5, yeah, over 4.5. Where do you guys sit on this? I have a feeling Pirates must come from behind to win this one. 3-1, says Wahib. GNU has stopped until next year, says Gustavo. But I guess GNU still has to work because either Pirates or Sundowns need to be supported by the greater GNU in order to make sure that who's winning or who's losing the league. These coins need to work. We can't let an 8-beat happen by any means necessary. Like by any means necessary, carry coin. But Supersport Leona, that drama, man, zooming into coins on the pitch. They could have played it quietly. Nearly outstanding, having to run there and take somebody to go fetch the stuff. The coins are still there on the center spot unless somebody picked them up. Angazi. My coins are about my cheese. Chiefs, what do you guys have in the tank? My chips pela. Our goal scorers today will be Tito, Mabasa, and Mbata, says Wahib. You see the Kotsi, says Shiga. And Nakitamali, the rich boy, says Ulebza. Straight win Richards Bay, and you're gonna have a good holiday. Hey Mara. I'm telling you this, over 2.5 will be a very big disappointment, says Wahib. Zoro says there won't be too many goals under 2.5. Bongan says King. Did you also wow. We need something. The only thing Chiefs did was train at 2 a.m. That's the only thing we have. Okay, let's see. Another interesting thing about Pirates, especially with Umkwata playing, is that they're playing a very traditional winger type role. Usually when you have Saleng on that side, he's not a winger per se. He's a 9. He's sort of a 9. He's not looking to try play up the wing and cross the ball or try play up the wing. He's trying to run inside and take advantage of the spaces inside, which is very interesting to see Umkota really widening the pitch for Orlando Pirates. There you have Umakhopa. I think in the last game, there is a football that you play with Makhopa on the pitch. There is a football. Hugo Bruce loves to use that football, dropping him back, having him pull centre backs out of position, or even or even pressing the other side. He's a very good presser. But Makaula, you've already got a yellow, bro. You've already got a yellow. You've already got a yellow. There's no need for two of you to be on Tsundwana. Let him go. He runs up the wing by himself. It's okay. Let him go and let Kimang Sesane track him, man. Hey, Makaula. Now who's putting a red card? About Chilbeto and about Makaula. Chiefs have a very... How? I saw... I'm not going to read those words, Gustavo. You guys are the worst. Free kick to Richards Bay. So, yeah, they play that way with Makgopa. I want to see how that works with Tito, because the strength of Makgopa is dropping back in and allowing, in the previous games, allowing Dlamini, sometimes Mbata, to run past him and go play, you know, past Makgopa and cause chaos, a four-man chaos up front. So having Tito there, who doesn't necessarily like running past a false nine, what does that do to Pirates' game? That's going to be very interesting. So let's see what Pirates can do today, and if Aksum Lilo Epepa or Lilo Parafini, that thing of theirs going up 6-0 at the beginning of the season. I think Pirates has been doing extremely well, and the worry about Pirates that the league must have is this is what teams do when they win leagues. You collect all your points early, and you make sure that by the time people wake up, by the time people understand what you're doing, or by the time you come against some hard times, having to travel to Africa and stuff, you must know that you've got, 5 points, 6, 7 points in the bag, and you're ready to go. You know, you're ready to maybe lose some games, but still be relaxed. So that's what's interesting about Pirates. First time in a very long time that Pirates has done 6 of their opening games won. That is very incredible, and it seems that Jose is answering all of our questions so far. Richards Bay with the chance there. See what you guys are saying. Makaula, he needs to watch himself. Yeah, the guys, red card. Zofaka Banura Sbucha. Rasbucha at this time with the red card. I don't know what a 10-man Pirates could do with Rasbucha. I'm telling you, Jose will bring on Rasbucha. Makola thinks this is rugby. Velila says if it was an old ID, Nsunana's surname would be 2 pages. Mangele, man, it goes all the way here. But Ochi, I've watched Chiefs versus Downs about 5 times, and there's no real big player now in your team. Oh no, there isn't. There isn't. Cirino's close. I'd say Cirino. But we don't have a big team go Chiefs. But it's not about Chiefs. We're on holiday. We're going to see you guys on the 27th of November. So please, leave us alone. Keep my team's name out of your mouth. No, we're going to see you guys on the 27th of November. That didn't help us. The Chiefs blew at Sundowns. Don't forget OT. We also blew to Pirates. We are friends of Richards Bay, says Sipo. Sipo, please define the we. Sundowns are friends of Richards Bay because Pulukwani did the things to you guys. Here comes Richards. Kulvani. Guys, why is it that professional players don't talk, man? Somebody should have left it. Sarabone counter-attack. Let's see what Paris can do. Otto and Tito combining. I almost got a glimpse of the old Pirates there. I wonder if Mbata will be able to give Pirates another goal today. Azo? Still can't get over the coins, guys. 9-9. Hey, Mtsundwana. Guys, Mtsundwana is an issue. Mtsundwana is an issue for these players. And it goes back to a conversation we had with Coach Kanu when he was still coaching Richards Bay about Mtsundwana. Is Mtsundwana a winger or can he be deadly as a striker? I mean, it's all well and good for him to do this out here, but at the end of the day, there's no crosses that he can play. Who's he going to play the ball to? And I would much rather have him doing that, what he's doing now, physically, to Sesane more centrally or to BC more centrally. But it does seem that the Pirates have studied Richards Bay and they've decided that Mtsundwana is a problem because already Makaula, now Mpechama Yulokati Lapa. Uvesa Rev. Okay. I believe Kutso refs are not respected. Okay, who makes a ref? Please don't stop the replay there. Please show the rest of it. Check, check, check. Aye. Ha, ha, ha. What you don't want, and what we've seen now from this first 12 minutes, Pirates is fighting everyone. They're shouting at the ref. They're doing all these things. I wonder. I don't think it's unnecessary right now. Honestly. Chiefs play once a month like a salary. Yeah, Vusi. Right, clock out every once a month. We are friends of Richard, the richest boys in the country, says Ria. Hey, what friends of? What friends of? I remember when Kosi had 3 games to just win one and win the league and they blew it. Guys, why are we going back in time? Why are we going to leave it? That Sundowns has got the physique and talent to be a striker. It's the conversation we were having, even Horuguti. Why is he running on the wing? What is the benefit of having Unsundwana on the wing and no danger up the middle? It's similar to when Pirates played Stellenbosch, and Stellenbosch had at some point, I think it was De Jong, Titus, and I'm forgetting who was on the other side, but they didn't have a central threat. And that just gave Abosbisi a holiday, basically. Makola off for Rasbucha. Sundowns should be a striker. He's the kind of striker Bafana needs, says Sipo. Nah, man, no free kick and it's soft. Richards Bay, please score. We're fighting for everything this season, without a doubt, says Wahib. Ukanya says the ref is buying these soft dives from Richards Bay. Lebza says they're trying to find excuses in case they lose. You know what, Ne? I have been a critic of Pirates. I've been a critic of Pirates. I've said that Pirates' biggest hurdle when it comes to the league is these random Tuesday games versus Richards Bay. Those are the games that Pirates used to bumper on. And up to this point, Pirates has shown us that at the very least they're ready for what has happened, what is going to happen this season, or they want to collect as many points as they can. Guys, Tata scream, guys. Tata scream. Let's try to get as many likes as we can. I want to get 60,000 likes tonight. So please just tap the screen. It is free. And remember, this is a very interactive show. So halftime, I want to bring in some people and we'll have a conversation. And if we can get to 25,000 likes by halftime in the second half, I'll leave it open. Everybody will be able to jump in and give me their thoughts. But also, guys, Kupari gift over here. Kupari gift. Sorry to the YouTube people, you don't get what I'm saying, but Kupari gift. But also YouTube people, super chats maybe. Yeah, super chats. I don't know what they call the other one, maybe. As I believe. Very True Pirates has always taken these sports fixtures for granted. You see, that was Pirates' weakness and what they needed to work on. And what Coach Jose needed to get right, because Pirates wasn't losing games out of being outplayed. There were very few games where Pirates was outplayed, and they didn't have an answer, and it was just too much for them. Most of the times it's their own defensive lapses, if that makes sense, or their own mental lapses. So this season, I'm actually really proud and happy to see Pirates doing that. I'm one of the people that have said that this team is far too good to be that far away from Sundowns, owing to the fact that they can't be consistent, and what happens after you've been chasing for too long? Hey, look at my team in England right now. Ziao, Arsenal, Edu's leaving, people are injured. Hey, Zialiwa. So all of those years of building and process and chasing, what happens to them if you can't take advantage of them? Those are the things that you worry about in Jose Rivero's 3rd season. We don't even know if he's going to sign a new contract or if they've put one on the table. He's the one who said he doesn't believe in coaches staying 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So very, very interesting to see how that's going to play out. Pirates have been doing well, guys. Let's give credit where it's due. Yeah, no, 100% credit. Natal Rich boys need a win, says Bongani. Sabe says, I see a red card will a game. Um, Richards Bay came to make it ugly and have the ref on their side because Bucks players can be emotional. And that was something they were doing very well beginning of the season. They haven't been emotional really up to this point. Oh, excuse me. If Chiefs can beat Paris, my season is complete. I'm Vuselelo. You have to think of bigger, man. You have to want bigger for your team. Beating Pirates doesn't have a trophy since they took Black Label away from us, but it doesn't have a trophy. Thank God I didn't bet on Betway. Musa saying Pirates seems to start slow and grows in the game. Peaks right at the end. But they usually get something at these times. That looked offside. They usually get something at these times. Like, Boma 20 minutes, they'll hit a goal and it'll be 1-0. It might even be against the run of play. It might be an incredible shot or goal that has been taken. That's what they usually do, in these games. Jose Rivero will stay another 10 years, Wahib. He misses his family, Wahib. He misses his family. Corner, Orlando Pirates. Hey, Otieno was scaring Cape Town City there, Karipenene. Oh, nice idea. That was a nice idea. Short one, and then played first post for Mahupa. Oh, is that pressing, guys? Look at how open that midfield is. Tito's gonna have a nice day today, or should have a nice day today. That midfield is open. Ustebe is running all the way up. Ustebe, another player who's got an engine, but hey, engine. Yo, guys, what's happening with Pirates? Pirates are so used to getting away with everything. Lives. Hey, you guys. We don't care about any trophies. Looking for trophies. We're off for renovation. See, OT, we need to play like Makaula in the middle. True. What do you make of the Zungu rumors? Richards Bay is not a team. Agent is not a team. Agent. We're just Rivero's family in South Africa. All these players are rigid. I resigned from GNU. You resigned from GNU before you even see the outcomes. You haven't seen the outcome of the election and you're already resigning. Why is Paris not arranging for his family to come over to SA, pay school fees as of the benefits? Maybe they don't want to come, Tyler. Maybe they don't want to come. Maybe the wife and the kids are happy in Spain. It's not easy to relocate to a new country and start from scratch, especially for coaching. Hey, coaching is a tough thing to do, man. You relocate your whole family, then they go, no, you're not meeting our KPIs. We're getting rid of you. Now, Dylan Kerr. Dylan Kerr was so happy to come back to coach in South Africa. Remember Dylan Kerr? The way he was smiling at the airport saying, I'm home. 2 weeks later, gone. Now, can you imagine if they had arranged for his whole family and all of that? Yeah. Now he must go back to England. Nsundwana. Kanda. There's no midfield here. Pirates, you can build through the midfield here. There's no one there. Those who say they want to come to Sundowns, tell them we're full. Have you guys been getting applications? Hey, Mara. Chavez a lazy player since his Amazulu days. Goal. Oh, Trepa, Mahopa. Hey, man, that was meant to be the goal, the 20th minute goal. Richards Bay can defend, yo. I can see a loss from a mile away, says Agent. Paris must not forget they're playing Carling Cup. Paris doesn't want Carling Cup. Ever since Carling Cup got taken away from Chiefs and Pirates, Pirates has been on strike. I don't want to speak about other teams, but Pirates has been on strike when it comes to Carling. been an okay game. Tsundwana is the standout so far. For me, this is where the dark arts become important. This is where the dark arts become important. At this point, I'm looking at the ref and saying, Mara ref, this is the third time now I've clashed with Cesar, and you haven't produced the card. Mara ref na umakaula man umnigezile yellow angali, but even after he gave him a yellow, unkapile gaiwan, now he's on me again. You know when you watch those players start saying, but ref, 2 or 4 times. Dark arts, you need to learn those things. I like the fact that it seems as though Richards Bay is targeting people, but this seems like the same Richards Bay. It seems like the same Richards Bay tactic that they were using last year. You know, Sundwana wide. They played some incredible football for a little bit under Coach Kanu, where they were really. I think they beat Supersport at some point last year, where they were really going hard. Like they were playing. Now it just feels like it's back to. Let's try hold on for as long as possible. We're going to let Ntsundwana go alone. We're not going to give him, support or cover. We're just going to stay in our structure and hope that something happens. Whereas, under Coach Kanu, they were playing. Like, there was a fast-paced football they were playing. Didn't always work. Hey, show me your number. Didn't always work, but it made them exciting. But it seems like they've gone back to why is BC not marking Tsundwana? Very left. There's a red card waiting to happen. It's BC on Tsundwana. Yo. We need to be composed in front of goal, says Wahib. Shot. Hey, Tito, Ulisapi. Sesane is struggling with the physicality of Gustavo, says, of Sesane. Of Mtsundwana, says Gustavo. Musa says the difference between normal strikers and special good strikers is composure and first touch. Yep. We don't have that many good strikers. I think in SA, we're lacking strikers and we're lacking sixes. Like proper, I'm a 6. We're lacking, I think those are the 2 places where we're lacking more than anything else. If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think of other places. Left and right back. I get left back, you could argue. But it all comes down to the coaches, man. What are you coaching? %69% pass accuracy. Richards Bay off of 60 passes. Short boy. Yeah, take the short boy. There's the Golia Pirates. Out of nowhere, it's a long shot, carried by the keeper. Makhupa does what Makhupa does best. I believe right now he is joint top goal scorer in the league with 4 goals, if I'm not mistaken right now. I'll just have to look it up. But Orlando Pirates has taken the lead. Their early lead, you see. You see what I mean, guys? Pirates this season, play boring, do all of those things, score your early goal that comes from some sort of luck or shot or whatever, and then see it out. They'll score again. 72 minutes, they'll score again. Mara Otieno. Hey, Mahopa. Hey, Mahupa's a poacher. Natal Rich Boys are just defending and waiting for the counter. But Bongs, they're not even countering, though. Not even countering. They're just sitting back. They could have looked for that Sanele Barnes replacement. They missed the creativity. Richards Bill want to play after we have scored. Yeah, Velile, you know the story. Jopaldinho. Gustavo. It's the coin. Wasn't even just one coin, coins. Evidence is showing us why it's bafana material. Masjidi says to us who wait for the team to score before we start commenting. Master Chidi. Yeah? You must create palace, man, cojones. Yeah, you must, even if you feel that you're lying, you must support your team. I wanted to check that stat. Wait, PSL. I want to check that stat. Because I know he was one of the top guys. Yeah, Lucas Ribeiro Costa has 4. Evidence Mahopa has 4. Evidence Mahopa has 4. Okay. Joint top goal scorer. So as Hauser says, comical goal. It didn't seem like it was meant to be a goal. Mara ke blame alone. You blame our Pirates. Like the goals that you guys have been scoring, the first goals that you guys have been scoring, like in each game, have been like, you know, like Mbata takes a shot, it deflects and goes in. Like, you know, Nagbasha Ukipa parries it directly back in, and Mahupa's there first. Look, now they're committing people forward. Now they're committing people forward. And you know what's funny? Pirates could make it 2. Pirates could make it 2 here. Look. I say about the Nsundwana thing. He doesn't go anywhere with the runs. Just usher him out to the side. He doesn't go anywhere with the runs. Pirates would then be number 1, 21 points, should this game end like this. 7 games, 7 wins. Some might say, Baparamisu 7. Anyway, 1-0 to Orlando Pirates. We've got the first goal in. Goalkeeper, what did I say? His agent. I think Bafana can use Makaula. But he's old, Tyler. Where are we taking the old crocs, man? Let Mbata have his fun. Mahupa's a very lucky boy. He's very lucky, but look, he follows up. He follows up. You can't fault his effort. I don't think we have strikers in the country that are willing to chase a ball like that are willing to chase a shot, that are willing, like his goals are those type of goals where another striker is busy holding his head or he's giving up on the attack. He just keeps running and trying to get that goal. May we see more of Mahopa's Komata goals. Lentwana says Sabelo, Tsunana's diving. Yeah, I'm just saying. Our confident Pirates can win the CAF Champions League. CAF Champions League, Ryan. Yay. CAF Champions League. Okay, let's look at it. While we get a corner from Richards Bay trying to get back onto terms. Richards Bay have only scored 1 goal in the league so far, so I'm not worried about them. Even the last game was 0-0. Can they do something here? I'm not sure, but it would be a very hard thing to do. Let's look at Pirates' case for the Champions League. I think Orlando Pirates' best bet for this season is that they've been out of the Champions League so long in terms of like the top league, the top Champions League, that a lot of teams wouldn't know how to plan for them. So I think they're going to have a lot of joy in the group stages, and possibly when they get out into the knockouts, if they get out into the knockouts, they will have a very good chance of shocking people. Right? When Chiefs made it to the final, we weren't even playing well. We were playing the ugliest of football, but I think it was an unknown quantity type of thing. Kumulu Penzati, with that coach saying that Chiefs, he figured it out after 10 minutes. So maybe that's Pirates' biggest strength. I think Pirates' biggest strength, if they can do it properly, I think Pirates' biggest strength is they have... If they can play a structured game in Africa, if they can play a structured game and stay in formation and hit on the counter, I don't know of too many counter-attacking teams that pose as much threat as Pirates in counter-attacking. I don't think there's that many teams in the Champions League. I mean, Ahly do it, but they do it ugly. ES Tunis with the goal that they scored versus Sundowns also wasn't okay. It was okay, but it wasn't like a classic like type of counter. If you can get Mfukeng, Mabasa, Nkota Osaleng, and Tito in a counter-attacking situation 2 or 3 times in those games, Shame. Pirates will be dangerous, but get realistically, short boy. Take the short boy. Look at Mahopa. Mahopa was waiting for it. Did you see? I mean, I'm telling Mahopa, guys. He knows good. He doesn't get many chances, so he's like, I'll make it. Was that Munyane? Hey, Munyane, what are you doing in the center of the pitch? Don't lose your own defensive discipline. Oh, it wasn't Munyane, sorry. What was it? There's the run. There's the run. Quarter boy. Every time he misses, from now until forever, every time he misses, I will always think to myself, yeah. Malume Kuto did say, after this game, we have to show the sign that we don't like. I wasn't saying Utubani. All I said was, after this game, Pakamisu 7. So yeah, but the only thank you, Papa Khosi. Van Rooyen no Munyane. Hey, it's Van Rooyen, ne? It's Munyane, guys. Even. How are Van Rooyen here? Pirates will be happy for the next 2 coming seasons. There is Chiefs after it's coming back to Sundowns. Hi, Bongs, I like that you include us in all these things. I like that you include us. Almost like you're saying Chiefs was a 9-year drought because Mamelodi Sundowns was stingy. It was so stingy, man. They didn't allow the normal transfer of power to happen. I know I said I'd like CAF over PSL, but if this continues to 15 games, Master GT! 15 games! Do you know how many points 15 games? Master GT, there's no way. Pirates going half a season, like in a row, 45 points. I don't know what would happen if that would happen. 45 points. Yeah. Even Sundowns. Didn't Sundowns lose their win streak? Didn't Sundowns lose their win streak? It was Cape Town City was first, then Polokwane, if I'm not mistaken. But that was December, so Pirates were to do 45 points. Yeah. All these goalkeepers with fancy hairstyles are useless as well. That's how it's been. Fatigue. Pirates doesn't have that much depth as open. No, I was just reacting as well. Shoot on, guys. Just shoot. Mshama Kraskata, man. I'm sure there's a coin there that the ball can hit. It bounces off in a different way. Let me see. They were showing the signs all weekend. It's up to Chiefs to stop them. Please don't count on us to do anything. If they get 45 points, it's over. Sundowns went 11 games. Yeah, it was 11 net tees. 15. They lost it after 11 games, so we went over 11 wins in a row. Yeah, it was, yes. Thank you, Barongo there. Not 45. Guess who's back? Oh, Mr. Sir. Not 45, just being unbeaten. Oh, okay, Master GD. I was about to say, hurrah! You're expecting Paris to win 15 games in a row. But if there's things that's possible, sure, mathematically, the league would be wrapped by then. The league would be done. The league would be done. And like, let me see. Last season, Sundowns won it by 73 points. So 45 would mean you'd be, 28 points behind what Sundowns was doing, and you still have half a season to do it. And then also, when we go 15, Pirates only got 50 points last year. They would have 45 if they did 15 in a row. That would be insane. And like, Pirates only won 14 games last year, by the way. So if they were to do 15 games won, half a season, nah. Yo. Remember when Sundowns didn't lose in 22 games, only to lose to Chiefs via own goal? No, you don't have to add on via on goal. Just say to lose to Chiefs. My guy, we need to count them down to lose. OT, stop underestimating the mighty Amakosi. After January transfer window, will be dangerous. Papa Khosi, all the prices go up in January. If Chiefs is fighting over 1 and 2 million at the beginning of the season, before the season starts in that transfer window, do you think Bobby and them are going to spend money in January to go and get emergency great players? And if a player 9 million mid-season, they're 15 million. If you before the season starts, they're 15 million. It's like I could even push it to 20. I'll give you Cape Town Spurs prices. I don't think they're going to spend. I genuinely don't think so. Palacios up there, the Rivero replacement. Guys. Egelano Palacios, but Palacios had his time. He's enjoying his seniority there at Pirates. Spiro says up the Bucks. The mighty Amakosi, my reliable source says that we have 150 million budget. They've always had 150 million, Khosi. Always had it. But they chose to go into manufacturing. Okay, 38 minutes in, guys. We do know that this is a very interactive show. So at halftime, I'm going to let in 5 people. We're going to have a conversation about what we saw in this first half. I think this is an illusion. Pirates has adopted so much of what Sundowns were doing last year. This is an illusion. Richards Bay will probably go into halftime thinking, yeah, man, hey, that's Silbambile, Sadala. TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy thought they were playing versus the Pirates. Chigi, the game ends and it's 2-0. This Pirates team, they give you hope and then they crush you. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those situations where by the time the league wakes up and sees what Pirates is doing, they're not loud. They're not scoring 4 goals and 3 goals and doing all those things. They're just going about their business. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0. Score just quietly. Those are the dangerous teams. I made the example about Rulani last year. Well, Rulani, by the time we woke up, Sundowns had already won. They were done with the league. Guys, let's tap the screen 25K, and I leave it open, and people can jump in. And thank you to Pumi for the gifts. Thank you to Papa Khosi, Tyler, Kodani. Thank you so much for the gifts on that side, guys. Sendang the rose, guys. Sendang. Richard's Bay is disappointing you, says Q Boy. What happened to the Zimbatalina? I don't know. Hey, I haven't actually seen them live. I thought by now. Who are the retail partners for the chips, man? Kaizer Chiefs. 40th minute. It is 1-0. Munyane on fire. Exactly, OT. They keep quiet and simple while they shut the pack. They quietly go about their business, the Pirates, this season. I like this for Pirates. I like this for Pirates. Honestly speaking. See, now they've gone back to the normal system where Abomunyane play up there, are the ones running in. Unkota has gone in a little bit central. Maybe they've told him to get closer to Mahupa so that you can win the, the second ball. Take a shot, boy. Just take a shot. Don't worry. When I shoot, Anje, just shoot, guys. Mahupa's ready. Oh. Who? It's just me or is this game boring? It's boring. It's boring. Richards Bay, Aishem. Look at Sundowns trying to make them go forward and press. We're getting into the critical phase of the game. Last 5 minutes of the half. First 5 minutes, last 5 minutes of each half. Critical phases. Let's see if Richards Bay takes advantage or if they're going to slip here. Teams usually thinking about halftime. They think about halftime and forget that they still play. Ay, Munyane. Shoot down, guys. It's okay. Look at that midfield. Oh, Mtsundwana now even has to drop back to midfield and get the ball. What do these other players do at Jimmy, guys? What do the other players do? For the sake of my ticket, I want Paris to win. Otherwise, Olikosi says, Desmond OT, we're going to loan you to the other team. You'll be number 58. Lamkoba, please don't rulani me. Please don't rulani me and loan me out to people. Please don't rulani me. Where do they even sell those cheap chips? I don't know. Do you see them taking the league? Punjab. There's so many factors. There's so many factors there because I think there's two main things that are going to play into who wins the league. There's two main things. Number one, it's how consistent Pirates can be. And up to this point, they've been very consistent, but can they do it for a whole season? Right? Number one. And then number two, we don't know what Mamelodi Sundowns under coach Mangoba is going to be in the long run when we see a lot of games under them, right? Are they going to have more games where Polokwane City comes out of nowhere and wins a game out of the blue? You get what I mean? So I think it's not necessarily in Pirates' hands, but I think what's going to be the test is going to be when they go play Africa. That part of the season is going to be the big tester for Pirates, in my opinion. But if they've done the work early, it's going to be on Sundowns to see if they can do something there. But anyway, Sundowns suits OT. Why not, Lebza? You're on a mission to get me to get to Sundowns. Akibo. Tanini says this ref wants to mess up a good game. It's been... Nobody's sweating, if I can put it like that. Nobody's sweating, really. And as Alson Tabi always says, these type of games are only exciting when the smaller team scores. When the big team score first, Dashem, the honorable loss. You've come to Orlando, you've lost 1-0 or 2-0. I think most teams would be like, yeah, that's fine. A lot of the smaller teams would be like, yeah, that's fine. You want to be a hero and you'll end up like Golden Arrows catching 7. Yay. OT Utlosalale Night Chiefs will die as Chiefs fans. Kosi for life, says the contract. Kosi for life. Of course, until Motsepe Foundation. Like I see who beat Richard Spain. Okay, we're heading into halftime. 3 minutes added on. Let's see. These kind of matches are the reason we have unnecessary injuries. I just love Pirates' control, man. I just love Pirates' control. Usually by now, Abon Fukeng would be so tired. Granted, they're not like creating as many clear-cut chances and actually, threatening. But yeah. When Marunkota, decision making. You could have played that ball. Tito. That was going to be offside anyway. You could have played that ball. He's a great talent, but you see some of the inexperience and some of the decision making that the boy has, that the boy lacks. Because he could have played that ball. He could have played that ball. And when he was chasing his hat trick that day, versus what were we playing? What were they playing? Was it Amazul? When he was chasing that hat trick, he made so many bad decisions. He could have had 2 goals and 2 assists to his name. Utla. Danko. Okay, let me see. Richards Bay, Strikagas Tebe. Bafana, I don't understand. I don't understand what Richards Bay is trying to do, but I don't understand. What is Tebe? A pusher, man. Kwakopile. And I'm like, man. Something is off here, so I'm not sure.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
Lack sense of urgency. Vusi says Tito's form is below par. Tito can't play with Makgopa, or at least in this Pirates team. Oh, wow. Sesani, just wide, boy, unlucky. Yeah. In this configuration, Tito can play with Tito can't play with Makgopa. I think Makgopa takes that space Saka Tito when he drops back in, and I think crowd with Tito. So I don't know. We'll see if Amabasa can come in here. What could happen there? Okay. It is halftime, guys. Please remember that. Feel free to request and jump in. Let me just make sure that my multi-guest is running, because now it takes some time. Okay, let me see. Mapaga arrive at their own time.
Awu. Sengingenile.
Songenile kulukutu.
Phakathi.
No, mfuna ticatela. Okay, mtaka baba, how are you?
Ngiyaphila kunjani?
Yazi team yakho man ayidlali nokudlala iyasifikela ishaya igoli. Noma liyalithunga.
Izodlala kanjani ngoba nje wonke umuntu noma undoda kini ubaba wakho makathenga umuzi ukabiza umuntu kufaka izikhonkwane lapha eJardini ukuthi umuzi uzoqina kufaka into zakhona eJardini bese kufika umuntu azokhipha nje izinto. Yini lento esenziwa yona kahle kahle? Man. Ake sikini street any fair please. Angikwazi ngathi ngilanda usosobala lena. Imbobo zohluzo lekinto azofaka izikhonkwane eJardini lami lapha. Ngibekile ama5 opap nama2 cent. Uzosaba nokwakhipha ulanda umbuza lo ubaba abantu uthi khipha la.
Ubaba abantu usibamba ngani? Usibamba ngezandla. Cela nimcheck. Awona bakuphela le game, cela nimcheck ubaba abantu uthi unjani wherever he is.
Hayi uright baba lo wasekhaya uyambona.
Velile 1-0 man.
Yeah.
Injani game?
No, but this is the type of game ehlala siwathola since Richards Bay promoter mayidlala nathi. This is how they play. They always park the pass and always try to catch us on the counter. But unfortunately, maybe this year we were a bit wiser in terms of just closing the space and a solid goal. About a solid goal, we'll play free. But this is how they play when they play against us in most cases. Technically, they are not there. They just only when they lose ball, they get behind the ball. And always like defending in most cases. So, even the second half, I don't see any change happening. Maybe Pirates might put on those players about Mabasa, others get a second goal, just close shop, take 3 points, go home. But
Velile, the way in Zalanga corner this season, man, the aim is not to sweat.
Msebenzi mkhulu smell. Smell omkhulu kabi. Kumele ngasigijima kakhulu, kumele senze nje kanje shama short course nje 3 point sambe. Kumele ngasigijima kakhulu. Saseyinde le.
Manje tshela mina man wina la uzowuphakamisa u7 or
Hey. Akuna choice ngiyobele kuphakamisa ngoba uyabaza ke bazobona basidelela bona lapha ka7 kumele bakhombisa wona ukuthi hayi
kumele ushayelo ungahlupheki kumele uthi ungayenzi nga one hand.
Hayi sobakhomba nje ukuthi hayi zu7 mayiphelele.
Velile zobuya ithi kuba kuvusi. Vusi, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Ochi, kunjani ocha?
But ngimnandi man Vusi. 1-0 Pirates man. Ndibona njani game?
Ochi, yabona lo goalkeeper lo we Galaxy. Kube uNtwari, kube yilo goalkeeper lo ovimbe manje la kwi Richards Bay. Mabe ngasusa la ma hairstyle lawo. Noveli muthu. Bazovimba into enengqondo uthi la iPirates ine luck nje every time nje ugoalkeeper benza la na kuyilento na TX Galaxy same mistake goalkeeper. So ay labo goalkeeper ngala hairstyle mabawakhiphe basivimbele into right. Uthi man, it's a boring game, to be honest. It's a boring game. It's a boring game, but I see Pirates maybe ngakora 2 more goals because lava the play yabo iphelela kwilento le kwi center line jumpa lapho uNtsundwane uyi1. I think iplan yabo bekuthi bazopaka ibhasi, but manje ibhasi yabo basheshe by unpack abayehlisa ama passenger manje aba weak. So they have to go to Pirates manje. By the time bathi bayo equalize, Pirates izobe shot 2. So I don't see them coming back. This game is finished, done and dusted. Pirates 7 games, 3 points again. As it in uthi sengikhalela nje ezami nje ngoba abophutikutso la nabo agent othi ngeke basizwe man.
But isn't this a good thing? Guti Pirates is playing a boring game, man. Boring game, marabuta one. Chatwa points left, right, and center. Isn't that a good thing? Doesn't it show some growth, man? We Pirates.
That's the thing. When OT, the more they get the results, the more they get the confidence of what they can go on and win the league. That's my worry because it's dangerous. It's winner OT because the more they get 3 points, the more they see the promised land. So Pirates ngiyayisaba mina ngibona ngathi izophazamisa Sundowns, although Sundowns still have quality to take the league, but Pirates years OT they coming very fast and bayangithusa mabenjalo abomaki.
Man, why Kakazeling, my brother? Don't Kakazel, man. Let me go to Upi.
Yeah. Once a month in salary, as every day.
No worry, 3 points is o'clock end of the month, 25. Let me go to CJ. Welcome, my brother. CJ. Okay, let's see if Gustavo's here. Gustavo, are you with me?
Nama ngikho. Hey, sicela my friends Pirates. Hey, what about friends of Richards Bay? Sikhona phela.
Hey, as fully GNU, and as fully GNU. Since I'm gonna come back to you, let me go to Gustavo. Gustavo, Pirates again winning 1-0. How do we feel about this game? Again.
I said it last time. I don't even know what they were playing last time. I forgot. It was
TX Galaxy.
Yeah, TX Galaxy. Same game, same tempo, you know. And make it boring as much as you can. Don't make it interesting. Make it boring. Don't sweat. That's how you have a very, very, very. After the international break, it's gonna be tough. Going to December, you look at those fixtures. Once CAF starts kicking in, hey, they will feel. You know, they will feel. Make the game as boring as possible. There's no need for you to take the game to Richards Bay. If they're not taking it to you, circulate the ball, look for counters also. There's no need for you to build up. Also look for a count. You see, they started getting counters now with Umkota, whereby they just play through ball, Umkota runs at it. And whatever happens, you know, and we just sit and relax and we sort of play Lontuzan. Play them half ground because I have a fake pambin. You know, I'm surprised now we're not seeing we're supposed to be seeing a player like Figueiredo here up front. I understand what's going on there, who's playing up front. As much as it's not as effective, but his presence there, you know, his presence there is very key for Richards Bay going forward. Play Lontuzan Figueiredo, play Lontuzan Unsundwane lapha phambili. Leyabo sithebe ngingamthola ukuthi udlala i6, udlala i-strike, udlala kuphi uyi-10 or uyini. Angiboni coach uthi yenzani.
But tell me Gucci playing Richards Bay, what was it today? Because Nakona is not like Bagulo block, but it's also not like they're attacking. They have clutch, man. Agnaban in the midfield, Abos Tebe running around like as if he's a striker for them. Or not. It doesn't seem like they have a plan, man.
Yagna plan. Okay. They've had a very solid defense so far, as you saw. Paris taking more shots outside the box. Their defense has been solid, and I think that goal going in, the goalkeeper let them down. He wasn't anticipating Utuma Hopa will follow up on that ball. You know, that ball, it's wasn't a powerful shot. You know, it's a ball, you just grab onto it, ube mnandi. As you saw, there were more balls coming in like that. So he's not making that same mistake. He's just taking the ball and making it simple. He has been complicating things, the goalkeeper, and it cost them that goal. You know, but I like plan Richards Bay, and as I said, last season you would see player like they would play like this. But the difference is there was a player like Usanele Barnes whereby he only needs one cross to put in the box. You know, he only needs one cross to put it in the back of the net. You know, a very, very effective player. Now they no longer have that player there on that right wing or wherever that will cut into the middle or play that good cross.
Okay. For time, I'm gonna go to Usinje. Sinje, are you with me?
Yes. Alala.
Nagi what the showstopper, unmute, but it's fine. Sinje, how do you feel about this first half?
First of all, I think parents must thank their lucky stars. They're not Kaizer Chiefs, because if it was Chiefs, that Mokopa goal would have been ruled as offside. But anyway, we are not here. we are watching this game. Look, I think from the Richards Bay perspective, I understand why this 4-4-2. I understand this packing off the midfield with 2 or 3 defensive sixes. But my only concern is the front two. I don't think these guys have played together as 2 strikers. I'll make an example. They're both chasing the ball, but the other striker is flicking the ball. How can you flick the ball when your teammate, the person that you are flicking to, is right next to you? How it could be dangerous? And secondly, they are receiving the ball from deep, because the 3 midfielders that is playing with Usitebe, all of them are very defensive. So and they don't have the legs to carry the ball, because they're receiving the ball within their own deep second half. And now they are playing a longer ball to the striker. Now the striker is receiving the ball almost to his own half. And how is he going to be threatening? He can't run all the way from the center line right up until the opposition T line. I think that's where I think, for me, Richards Bay is really, really not getting it in. They are not having like a midfielder that is actually towards the center line of the field, where he's going to be receiving the ball, and then make your strikers run to the ball or chase the ball into the spaces, because there is a space between Pirates' defensive line and the goalkeeper where they can exploit. But unfortunately, they don't. And I want to agree with the previous speaker. Figueiredo could have been the answer to that, because he's got the pace, he's got the brilliance, he's got the runs, he can see the pockets. Maybe that's what Brendan Twitter wants to do towards maybe the second half of the second half, change the complexion of the game.
Can you explain Nzundwana? Can you explain the thought behind Nzundwana?
At this point, I'm not quite sure, Mr. Oti. I'm not quite sure. But also with Pirates, it's not like they are having, they are controlling the middle part of the game. If you can see, the balls are always like playing a U shape. They're not going direct, they are going around them, because Richards Bay has already packed the stomach, you know. That's why they're going around the players, because they've created this sort of like a prison where they've locked the spaces within. And that could be working for them, you know. That could be working for them. Maybe that's why they saw Makesi and how Makesi won the game as well, is that that's what Makesi did. They actually locked it until Pirates, the Skellem key to come and open up. That's why they got those second half 2 goals. But other than that, it's a boring game. I think Pirates must test. I think the feature is also benefiting Pirates. The 7 teams that they've played are not necessarily threatening teams, to be honest. They have not played the Sundowns, they have not played the Kaizer Chiefs, they have not played a big team in these 7 games. So they must collect these 3 points, because their feature is going to change. And the sad part about it, they're going to change while they're playing AFCON. Now they're going to play Sundowns together with AFCON. They're going to play Kaizer Chiefs together with AFCON. CAF features as well. They're going to play a Polokwane City. They're going to play a stubborn Cape Town City, a stubborn Stellies, stubborn during those features. I don't know whether you want to play them earlier, like Sundowns, and then play the weaker teams while you are playing CAF, or do you want to play the weaker teams first and play the stronger teams in while you are playing CAF as well?
Okay,
we don't know. We will see.
We'll see. Let me bring in Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir, welcome to the show. How are you?
Mr. Oti, it's been a decade, yo. It's been a decade. I haven't been on the show.
Where have you been? I know, where have you been? I hear you.
I've been ill. I've been in and out of Pretoria Hospital. Yes, sis.
But as long as you're fine, are you better now?
Yeah, we're good. We're kicking within.
Okay. Tell me about the game, Mar.
I'd like to agree with the previous speaker when he says that we're playing in this U shape. It's. I feel like, you know what? If we can't break the wall, we might as well try to go around it. And you know, with Hoto's overlapping, you know, we can count on a run from Evidence again to pounce on those shots that we're making outside of the box. I mean, it's not like we don't have players who have enough quality to get shots on target. Maybe we can rely on these loose balls. You know how these middle table team goalkeepers are very floozy with the ball. So for me, I think it's a good game. You know, it's these points that you need to gather. It's these points that you need to gather. You need to gather points from these small teams. And like I told you from the beginning of the season, that I'm not looking for a league title. I don't think we have what it takes. I'm not trying to sound like a pessimist as a Bucks fan. I know us. I mean, last season we didn't win as many games as we won when Rivero first came in because they understood his system. And now this season, I guess he's changed the system. He's not trying to score 1,000 goals in one game where we're overloading the attack. But yeah, man, there's still a lot to come. We haven't played the Stellies that have beat us before. We haven't played a stubborn City, even though we did play them in the cup. There's still a lot to go for it, man. And they call it a boring game.
Have Pirates unlocked a new level? Because I've said that, you know, when Sundowns was playing this type of football, not necessarily creating that many chances, they were unbeaten for a very long time. And Pirates right now is looking at 7 games unbeaten, playing maybe a brand that's different to what Pirates normally plays. Is this what it takes to win the league?
Yes, for a team like Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs, this is definitely what it takes to win the league. But for a team like Orlando Pirates, which I'm not going to beat around the bush, struggles to pay to get that squad depth so that we can have that consistency. It's not what it's going to take. We are going to need all hands on deck. I mean, I'm glad that we still have a Saleng on the bench who we definitely know is a big game player. I'm glad that Umfukeng is now becoming a regular starter where he's not a rotational player and we can guarantee that he's going to create something out of nothing. So we're going to need those type of players. You know, Uzeix is still on the bench. He might not be the coach's favorite, but we know, I mean, even last season and the season before, there was a time where we had no players to start. We were in big trouble. We needed attackers, we needed goals, and those players that the coach didn't have confidence in stood up. They came in, they scored the goals, they won us the games, they qualified us for the Champions League. So we're gonna need that from a lot of the boys. We're gonna need Ushandi to come back. We're gonna need a lot of hands on deck. These small chances that we get, are they going to allow us to win 15 more games? Maybe get 15 wins this season, definitely. But I'm not seeing us winning 20 games. I don't see that happening. No way.
No, Ovaltine, thank you. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. I hope you're feeling great. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're getting better. Guys, it is the second half, so because we've gone over 25K, I will let people come in and give me a minute or two of what they think of the game. But when we're looking at this game, for me, a very interesting thing has happened right now. Umakaula, of course, caught a yellow card very early on in that game. And we were speculating as to who was going to come on, whether it be Rasibucha or Dlamini. I think Jose has signaled here that Pirates is going to be attacking. Dlamini coming in means that they don't have a CDM, which is going to be... We'll see how it pans out if Richards Bay can take advantage of that, having also taken off Ustebe. Figueiredo is on the pitch right now, so at least they have a striking king, a person who's going to be in the middle there, striking up the center. So very, very interesting second half. All I wanted to say before I let the other guys in, for me personally, I'm really starting to think to myself, if you want to win the league or do well in the league, it's the teams that are boring or play the boring games, the quiet games. It's the teams that seem lucky. You know, how many times have we spoken about Sundowns' luck last year with some of the goals that they were scoring, defenders slipping, all of that stuff? Maybe you create your own luck that way, and maybe beautiful football and attacking football is not the way to go, which is going to be interesting when we speak about Coach Mangoba changing the way Sundowns plays and whether that's going to be a plus for Sundowns or a negative. I mean, in this game, we haven't seen much of Utito, if we're being 100% honest. Umfukeng, even in the TS Galaxy game, had disappeared for most of that game. Nkota has been very active. Umakhopa, outside of chasing those balls that have come back from the goalkeeper or trying to press the defense or following the ball, he also hasn't been there. He's only had a couple of places where his height has been used, right? He's lost a couple of balls in transition and all of that type of stuff. So this by no means is a great performance by Pirates. Richards Bay has played the ball at times, but at what point do you say, we know the pattern now, the team, you seem weak, you're not part of the game, we're not seeing what you're doing, yada, 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 but then you look up and it's 7 wins in a row or 6 wins in a row right now, whereas the Pirates team that was very exciting last season had lost some games by now. So it's so interesting. It feels like, man, it shouldn't be happening like this, but it is. Let's see if Richards Bay can get something from the game. It is still 1-0. Theoretically, you could still get something from the Pirates, attack them, but the problem is the moment you start attacking Pirates and you give up some of that defensive structure, what happens is that Pirates then hits you, and you'll see Abong Fukeng come alive in the counter-attack. You'll see Abotito coming alive in the counter-attack, Nkota coming alive in the counter-attack. So high risk, high reward. I guess the question for Richards Bay will have to be, do you take a 1-0 loss at Orlando and go home? You're number 12 in the league. You've got a win, you've got 2 draws, you've got 3 losses. Do you take another loss at Orlando and say, you know what, guys, we survived Orlando? Or do you go and attack them and risk maybe Pirates hitting you? That's going to be the very interesting question for this game. Let me bring in Hosti Barongwa. How are you?
Exay, OT,
Ebana. When I was again a show, but it's fine. We want to run.
OT, wait, I mean, when you analyzed that game, yeah, Sundowns Chiefs, next to the second network, it funza kakao there was no network all over, so kemo vale nuso.
No stress, no stress, no stress. How do we work a game? We want to run game.
Yeah, no, as much as like no, the game is boring, and then like I think like at the end of the day, it a boring game because of like they are reacting to how Richards Bay are playing themselves towards them. You understand? Yeah. As low as they are, and then there's no need for them. So long like leader, they are comfortably sitting at the top of the league. You understand? No need to try like to be sneaky. Play according to the reaction you understand. As like a tlhalosa no so that was like ito like ya bona le mo game. There is a plan towards that. The Richards Bay it home like like a player one. That's when you'll be able to see some of the place and the lead combinations a lot like a but now I think like it's all a plan. And then Lohana Parrot reacted to how Richards Bay are playing themselves towards Parrot.
Is it a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to be boring? Because I think when people say, when we're saying it's boring or we're saying that Paris is not playing well, does it matter? Was as long as they're getting the results.
Sometimes a boring football or transfer for the results because at the end of the day, you understand? No need to like play fancy football and then at the end of the day, either you draw or you lose the game. You understand? So that ugly footballer, so long like grind the results. They must keep on with it. This is exactly like listen down to like towards all the seasons never win a league moton. There were some games still like in the border, but grinding the results is the most important thing because skin to like it by in the first place.
Okay, let me bring in Sugar Spice. Sugar Spice, welcome.
Hi. Ku-right isihlala ibhola elingekho mnandi kuyafana. Because because man, we played a beautiful football ku-Coastal nesawina it. We played the so-called not a pretty football under Ruud Krol. We were not playing one of the best football under Ruud Krol.
Yeah.
But we managed to grind our results. So mhlambe uLokhuza, Rivero has been advised with not. For us, as long as at the end of the season we can manage to win the league.
Yeah.
For us to play pretty football, it's only even your Real Madrid of this world. For the past 2 seasons, they won the league, but they were not playing a pretty football.
Yeah.
So
then,
if you can,
okay, no, go on.
yeah, if you can focus on playing pretty football, I'm going to see a result. So, Mina, I'm telling you, Mina, I'm still saying this. Mina, I knew it. If Pirates can manage to win first 5 games, then we are in the right direction.
Mara, it's ukubuze. Are you worried then, Guti? It's fine, I need Dali Poliliche and all of that stuff. Mara, abotito, ifomia hamba, abomfukeng, maybe fomia hamba, and there'll be a time la Nbafuna kona Guti babe le Pirates last year. And Abakori, they're not creating chances. Aren't you scared, Guti man? Maybe then choose on Limaza later on.
Yeah, yona ingaslimaza, ingaslimaza. Bheka manje ne usale ngawatholi injury. Now we have reintroduced Abonkot.
Yeah.
Yangithola. And now Makhawula uphumile now sisifaka uLokhuza. Even nanoma singana ne-depth efana ne-Sundowns, but we do have quality players and we know ukuthi along the way vele form izodrop. Yangithola kusazoba nama-suspension nani. Because I think last game we played to Tito Angeko, today Tito corner, even though angasiniki 100, but we ekugcineni ukuhlala ibhola elimnandi. Mina ngithi right ibhola lesilidlala kanje because ekugcineni as long iletha ama results into ebalulekile le.
Manje na winner this year.
Ayina kanjani mfowethu? For already we have made history. Mamel, we have already made history. Since Kulokhuza we history PSL, we have never won more than 6 games.
Yeah.
So already we have made history. So me already saying I don't believe what this season as we paramisa trend.
Okay. Before I go to the Tumisho, here's an interesting stat, guys. Last year, Pirates won 14 games. Already, right now, 7 games in, they're halfway. If they win this game, they're halfway to having the amount of points they had for the whole season. But that's insane, the amount of wins. Let me go to the Tumisho. Tumisho, welcome to the show. How are you? Howdy, Tumisho.
Uyakhatha mfethu.
Mina ngiyakhatha. Guys, am I cutting? Just stay in the comments there. Is it me that's cutting?
No,
I think
you.
Try coming back in, Tumisho. Try coming back in. Let me go to Tumi. Tumi, welcome to the show. How are you?
Khosi ngikrele bhuti kunjani?
Ngibiza ngale gama holiday, but it's fine. Tumi. How do you feel about le game esibukele?
No, ngiyibhekile Pirates, but yona uqinisile uSugar and Spice. Sometimes beautiful football is not scaring. Sometimes beautiful football, we need beautiful football if you are doing well. Like season Sundowns was doing well, they were playing good football. This season they are at 70% to that beautiful football. But nakhona it's separate games. I won't come a game.
Yeah.
bangaviki ngendaba yokuthi bona ya ngifuna abadlale kabi bazowina ileague. Ileague idinga iconsistency. Idinga ube danger, idinga ukuthi abantu bakusabe mabeza kuwe. Yabona? Because mongabekisa nje no one knows ukuthi Pirates izokhishwa amagesi.
Yeah.
No one knows, but it happened. So indaba yokuthi i-team kufuna ikusabe. I don't want to lie, OT. I-team kufuna ikusabe mayiza kuwe. No one wants to play Barcelona now. They are playing good football, but they are losing in a game. But they are doing well. They are in position 1. Because one of the good days was position 1. Usolo ukuthi yes. The entertaining football i-edda i-value kuma supporters. It's fine bona bayidlale le nto abayidlala la. So babona. Mari league ngeke bayithathe.
Manje ilike ngeke bayithathe. Bazobhampa kuphi? I-Pirates izobhampa kuphi? What's going to happen? Is it going to be later on this season maba ku Africa? Kenzakalani? What's going to make them stop?
Kune FIFA break, kune Africa CAF. Unless mabathi bona vele bafuna kuphuma early CAF ba focus league, it's fine, they can do that. But ngo January they won't reach 3 games unbeaten.
Yeah.
They won't reach 3 games unbeaten. Even this year ngeke bayiqedele lama game asele. Baqhube badlala so. Abazovuka phansi ngiyakutshela.
But then ngitshela nge-Sundowns, yini ezogijimisa le Pirates? Is Sundowns going to be consistent yona? I-Sundowns kaManqoba?
I-Sundowns ukuze ibe consistent kufuna ishaya i-Pirates 1 game. Masiyodlala nabo ngoJanuary. Ufuna sibashaye le game leyo. And leyo ngesinegotiate vele sobashaya sobabasa lapho ngikutshela. Because mawungabheka manje mina kwamina ngimlandeli weSundowns, but iSundowns mayithiza kuwe uyiteam enkulu efana nePirates na okay uthe ngabiza igama nekhosi. iSundowns gonna give you 100%. 100% accurate.
Okay.
Unless sibe nabo referee ke laba lokhwazanawo. Laba mosha ama game because igame yamosheke South Africa eventually vele kuzoba njalo. Yeah, ngiyabeva lapha bathi don't worry ba record the conversation. Abayi record.
On that note, before I go to Lebza, all I'm going to say is you don't have to record, guys. All of these episodes are in full. Go YouTube. Every live that I've had outside of just the ones that we're watching matches, they're all there, as well as my own content. So if you want to support, man, jampelani, go YouTube, man, go and subscribe, go and join. There's a WhatsApp group. Do me. I'm going to let you go. Let me bring in Lebza. Lebza.
Number 1.
Thank you to me. Lebza, you just heard. Yeah.
Before you speak, I wanna address a certain point here. The same attitude that we have now towards boring games. When it's Sundowns tend to play boring games, we keep the same energy, okay? We wanna hear this is how champions play, eh? This is how you win matches. It's as if people feel entitled to being entertained by Sundowns, you know? But when it's other teams, it's like, yeah, this is how you win. You need this to win this way.
Yeah.
They feel very entitled to Sundowns entertaining them. We don't owe anyone anything. So I want people to keep the same energy when we play. When there are games where we have to play exactly this kind of dead rubber games, keep that same energy. Now you can start, Mr.
Now I've kept my energy. You know, I was the person who was in the beginning of last season saying, you know, Sundowns is beatable and all of that stuff. But there came a time, even me, where I had to say that, guys, maybe, you remember we used to say that Rulani was playing a cruel game with PSL teams, that you think that you can win. You know, it's always in touching distance, but then you wake up and he's almost gone invincible. But anyway, Lebza, how do you feel about this game?
No, for me, it's just one of those games where it's like I have to watch it for the sake of watching it. But my daughter fell asleep. My brother fell asleep on the couch. They're both sleeping on the couch. We were watching the game. I'm the only one left. So I'm watching it for the sake of watching it because I love South African football. And I
Yeah.
want to see what they have in store for us. So far, I haven't seen anything wow. But again, these are the kind of teams that will surprise you and win against you when they play this kind of football. You
Yeah.
know, they don't blow you away, but they still find ways, like using Abongile Tom to kind of get one nyana there or something. You know, like these random nyana wins that are weird, that are not expected. So yeah, but so far I don't think our Pirates has shown me anything that says winning league or anything of the sort. I don't see that happening.
Can I ask, is there an inherent risk when you start playing this football that maybe your star players, the people that you're looking to change games at times, might not be on form come a certain place? You know, Abam Fukeng have been out of maybe 2 or 3 games up to this point. Finally scored last game. Is there a risk that maybe form-wise
No, Mr. Oti,
you
I
might
think
lose
Pirates
it?
has, I think they've built enough team spirit that whoever comes in, they should be able to carry on playing this way. Just that unfortunately, there's gonna be. No, guys, I'm not hate. I like Pirates. I'm even. Sometimes I speak very well about them when they play very well. I'm not that type of a person. So for me, Kana, what was the question? I got sidetracked.
No, I was
Sorry.
asking. It's all well and good to play this game, but there'll come a time where you're gonna need some of your star players to star player. Are you worried at all that maybe they lose some form with this style of play? And
No,
yeah,
I think Rivero has built a different mentality at Pirates. I think they'll be able to bring people in and still carry on exactly like this. The difference will be the matches that they. The question is going to be: are they going to lose the right games and win the right ones? That's the only difference. But beyond that, I don't think they're going to be hindered by injuries and all of that. They lost the likes of Unda and you know, so I don't think they're going to have those kind of problems. They're going to lose players and find replacements, and they'll still be able to win games the same way they're winning them as they play now. But the difference is going to come in when they play teams like Sundowns, you know, when Mangoba comes and is like 6 and then they start eating cables. So it's those kind of things.
okay, let me let you go. You're starting a fight, Imar. Let me bring you to Bongs. Bongs, how do you feel now? 66 minutes, 1-0.
Yeah, Oti Kayabona, it's Pirates playing a boring game as usual. Or Abona, they're trying to get their 3 points. But
Yeah.
I still say, Huena, it's not how you start, ne? It's how you finish.
Okay.
Pirates can number 1 for now. But they'll not win the league this season. Because carefully on it in them not winning the league. They'll have to travel and they'll have to change their squad. And you saw Hanema Palamagesi. Their second squad was not even winning games. So I don't think Banale squad to say enough for Rebecca win the league.
Okay. Jole, Batlo Stambulakai, is it going to be a similar thing or they go through a bad patch? Or King, do you believe that's going to happen? Sundowns, do you trust it to also win the game? Come on, Ngoba.
Yeah, Sundowns has a squad, a full squad of 40 players. So no one is going to have to stop Sundowns. Sundowns say unstoppable. We have to forget about Sundowns losing games. Sundowns are on form. They will never lose this league again. League against Sundowns. We have to say it right now. The league belongs to Sundowns. Even if Pirates try and compete in the Sundowns, they are just fooling themselves. They are not going to win this league.
Okay. Box, for time's sake, let me go to Agent. Agent, endorsement, Sundowns League. Welcome.
Yeah, no. Since go trap Sundowns, yeah, this is the best team in the
What about this? Is why you don't say nice things, this is why.
We don't just beat you I ideally accept and bow down to us. No man, it has been a hey, congratulations, Baba. Can't it sponsor Tito man? But anyways, I digress. No, no man, it has been one of those games. I think I watched Scheme Sammy. I regret us to. I regret us to. To Union Buildings, two of them. And the game is still going on, Sheme.
Yeah.
Some of these games you are watching because of peer pressure, Sheme. You thought you were done with peer pressure, but but it's fine. Like Lebs let's keep the same energy. You know the game is boring. The game is fine. That's how champions win. Let's keep the same voice, same frequency even tomorrow. So please. But onto the game, Uti. No, man, must. I think the president must. This keeper must show presidential thing, man, and take his seniors to Legends Baba. I know he does it. Anyways, no man. I get distracted. But anyways, onto the game, Uti. Richard Bisham, I don't get how a team can have 11 rigid players and you expect to compete. Like, but even when we played against them last time and we won, I kept on saying that I don't get how the team is so rigid. Like, and you're not doing anything to improve it. At least if you are rigid and at least play men-up football. You know? So that you can have something to write home about, because I don't remember China doing anything of note, and also I think he also missed that endorsement from somewhere. But anyways, and even Hoto. But anyways, back to the game. Like, even the coach Braggies, which team did this team beat to be in the semi-finals?
They beat Cape Town City.
I need to know, because they're not impressive.
They beat Cape Town City last
what is this guy's name? Tinkler. Leave the football before the football has left you. If this is the team that beats Broken City, but on to Pirates, man. I'm happy that they're getting the wins. I think that's the most important part. It is a result-oriented game. Get your results. And I refuse the narrative that they're playing against these teams, because we know that on a random Tuesday, those are the problems of Pirates, and for now we haven't seen enough random Tuesdays, so I think, and if at all it was meant to be malicious and that it is meant to benefit them, then it will help them in the long run, but I don't think it's that malicious. I just think that, it's the schedule helping them. And Pirates, when it comes to draws, they're a very lucky team. So I think it's one of those, but I think it's easier to maybe play these teams later than now, because now they still have confidence, they still have everything, they have nothing to lose now. So yeah, but anyways, I think one of those games, nothing much to say. Yeah.
For time, I'm gonna go to Mia. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Otsi Unjan Putumter.
Bagimnandi man Putu. Tell me, 1-0. We were at the game, 72nd minute.
Besungu show sinji. I think buki video yako namhlanje kuseni you analyze the Chiefs. Today I'm analyzing Pirates today, they are playing good, but there is something missing. Okay, Marco really good, which is very good. Because I remember something issue, Pitso. Sometimes it doesn't matter how you play, but it's how you finish. So 1-0 is fine now, but the match is very boring. Must be honest. It's very boring. I think kungenzeka kube 1-1, but kungenzeka iPirates iphinde igcine ngalo 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay, to continue is to me, I see Pirates ilingana I'm a Sundowns fan, by the way, but I see Pirates ilingana ne Sundowns ngama points, but should see the problem is gonna be ngama goals somewhere somehow, because what I've started is Ipolokwane City is very hard to beat. Abeko laphana kwi-top 5 for nothing. It's very hard to beat. Defense yabo is very solid. But what I'm trying to say is namanje kora umuntu ongajwayele ukora ya Maswanganyi is the best player to anyone. Anyone is hyping him in South Africa, but to me, this is not the Pirates. I think abantu abafuna ukuyibona izodlala ne-Ahly on the 4th of December, because it's gonna be hard. But if ever kusaywana se-Africa we CAF, it's gonna be hard. But
mara badlali ibhola lase-CAF akusibhola le-CAF leli ukuthi it's ugly. You don't get chances. You just need one or two. Bury those chances, then go. Abalali bawina ama Champions League njalo.
No, yazi but things I'm sometimes ebholeni you don't need anyone, but you need a striker. Yabo? Lo munye uyamdinga for us. Okay, mark, pass. Mark, pass. But manje, if ever a striker sakho good mark season, esifana nabo evidence, because I can see uLokhuza coach Paris ukuthi uyamthanda evidence. Whether singayithanda leyo nto noma asiyithandi thina as South African, but coach Paris he liked this guy more than Umabasa. Of which Umabasa, he provides more than this guy.
Okay.
But we don't know which ayithandayo ngaye. I'm not referring. Ngiyoni pay Pirates, but angazi ngayithandayo ngo evidence, but into engiyibonile uyamthanda miss evidence, but for evidence akaprovide ngalesikhathi sokuthi abo njengamanje Pirates idinga more than 2 goals.
Okay.
But manje evidence manje I think usewatholile amathuba more than 2. So but to be honest ukuthi iPirates it's either score more or score less, or if he score less it means iSundowns izoyithatha league, because kungenzeka ama-point alingane, then iSundowns score more than, because kuno Ripero u-right angalimala ngoba uyawathanda ama-yellow card uRipero, uzophuma aphinde athole enye yellow card in the following match, uzophinde athole enye yellow card, sim-substitute uzwane use-right sim-replace. But I think ama-point azolingana. I mean, at the end of the season nje ama-point azolingana, it's just gonna be a
matter of goals
only.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can see Paris. Yeah, it's go through to face ne Sundowns, unless mhlawumbe khona omunye ke kuleyo lokhuzana. Otherwise, Paris they are playing good, but not good in terms of abantu abaskorayo.
For time, I'm just gonna have to jump in there. Guys, please remember, if you have not followed, please follow. let's tata the scream, and let's also man kupari gift guys. Velile. Ngaze ngalanda necoin lami. Ngilibekela maybe kuzongena ama gift nami ngilibekela man. Mtakaba.
Labantu bakho bathatha abangena namhlanje bathatha ngathi babuye bebahlangene ngamayimayi bonke nje. Yini lesitshela yona la? Mtakaba, i-Sundowns lose how many games this season?
Sundowns lose one.
Hey,
Good league. Oh, Nepolokwane.
Official this season.
Officially, it's 2, isn't it?
2 MTN, 1 league, 3 games, and you'll swear good labantu laba they were dominating this season. You'll swear good they are playing a most beautiful football, and these are the same people that they've played against without even shot wide or even on target against Polokwane City.
Yeah.
And they will swear good they are playing some beautiful football. Abasiyeke la efika ibhoka lana basiqhelele si-right nasi-sharp. Shilo sathi this year sibhekene nengwadla ukuthi sidlala kabi, sidlala 2 steps, sidlala i-system i-5-4-1 or 10-2-1 eyethu.
Yeah.
Asikwazi ukutshela abantu kumele sidlale kanjani la. They've lost. And now they're busy telling us ukuthi basaya ku-CAF, baya ku-CAF ngoJanuary. We've been there before and we've won it. And we played last against Chiefs. Yithi nabokugcina ukudlala i-final. They've been playing semi-final bona. So please, they must stop doing that. We are in charge here. Please.
But Velile, how do you feel about this game, the way Hama corner? And do you think that it's sustainable for Pirates to do this?
No. The game is sharp. Yeah, we know 1-0. It's sharp.
Yeah.
It's not 3 point. Abadlale bona kusasa badlale kamnandi nasi right. Kanti wayebasibangisa. Sabafuna ukudictate amayimele edlale kanjani. We are playing fine. We are sharp. Sharp thina 3 points u7 mayiphelele njengabo nje. Sharp thina sinankinga.
Okay.
Savelela namhlanje ilanga lishonile nkosi yami. Hawu. Wasibukisa ngabantu. Hayi kahle mbo.
Gustavo. Gustavo, 75 minutes. How do you feel about this game?
Ngilangimazi vele ukhalelayo. Yazi kunenye into
siyasukelwa nje mntaka abantu bakhuluma ngathi impela bona ba-dominate, they're playing this beautiful football, they're untouchable. They've just lost 1-0 without even any single shot on target against Polokwane. Not even one. And where were they with a beautiful football?
Yazi njani ngifuna usithathe sihlukanise yabo ngoba sima group nabazokhuluma ukudlala nabazokhuluma iqiniso yabo ngoba manje mina ngizoyibeka ngisho nayo lento umdlalo uyabhora kodwa uzuwine kufuna ube namagoli noma ukuthi umdlalo bobhora or bomnandi mawuwinile asinendaba ngeke sikubuza umdlalo bonjani masibheka iscore 3 points to 3 points ukuthi uthathe kanjani asihlangene.
And the Zungaki must be able to 7.
Hey, for time. Gustavo, Hevanna.
Abantu bazitholele imswahlanyana we-Kaizer Chiefs bayikwazela ibheke lapha yana sebazokhuluma impela hey.
Maranani, ni win 7 games. Senuzola and Tata 3 days. But anyway, let me go to Gustavo. Tell me. We want to Janike.
Man, sometimes nokubuka uthi uyibuza uthi is this a coaching problem or is this a player's problem? Whatever we are seeing here from here, Richard's Bay, man. It's always sad, man, when you see games like this, and you know these teams can take the game to the Pirates. These teams can take the game to the big teams, you know. But we have such an open league this season. It's actually scary, you know, going upwards, also going downwards.
Yeah.
The separation in terms of points, but I think the teams are just bad, man. They're just bad because I'm looking at the league here, judging from the teams that have played 7 games.
Yeah.
To have 8 points for SuperSport to play 7 games and have 8 points, it's really embarrassing. You know, it's really embarrassing. We wanted more. Cape Town City, I'm highly disappointed in a team like that, you know. And all Pirates has to do is just hang on, get their 3 points, and 0-7 will be there chasing them. You know, we'll be there chasing them. You know.
So then tell me, Mara, Gustavo, tell me, is this league, is it a bad coaching league or is it a defensive league? Because I've been told, Guti, a lot of these teams, it's not necessarily about winning. Mandala Pirates, or sometimes it's just about coming out and go home. Is that maybe the problem with our league, as you're saying with some of these teams?
But it becomes a problem now when you are playing for a draw, but you play like you want to lose. That's the problem. Most of these teams, they play for a draw, but they play like they want to lose. Like we saw with Richards Bay, you have your goalkeeper so not disciplined, and you have your back four who was trying their best to be disciplined. You know, you're not necessarily parking the bus. You are open in the midfield. We are not sure where you're trying to close down. You know, whereby midfielders are able to take shots, whereby you have a right back coming in the midfield and taking a shot from the midfield. What do you call that? You know, we don't have there's no discipline, man. It's not that the coaches are playing for a draw against these big teams or not. They play like this. If you watch some of their games, they sometimes play like this against their level. They play like this whereby, like you said, how many goals has Richards Bay scored this season? It's one goal.
It's just one in the league.
What do you call that? That alone, what do you call that? It's very embarrassing. Like most of the coaches that want to plan, okay, we understand the quality of players that you have are not as good, you know, but do something, you know. And this is where I praise Lontuzana, coach Lontuzana Makis. I also praise Utentens, whereby you can sort of see them playing, you know. Yeah, Pulukwane also, whereby yabona manga bathole phone call, mara yabona ukuthi wenzani. He's cooking something, you know. He's cooking something. You can see what is cooking something. And with these teams, man, you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's the plan. It's easier when you can see, oh, the plan is to defend. Okay, fine. They concede, then they start attacking. Why don't you continue defending then if you came here to defend? Because clearly that was the plan. Why are you attacking now all of a sudden, whereby you have conceded a goal? Just take the game to the Pirates, score, start with your best players, have a plan, because most of them don't have a plan against the Lontuzan, both Pirates, both Sundowns. They don't have a plan against those teams. You know, it's nicer when you see them having a plan. But without a plan, man, it's just something else, man. It's just something else. And to say this, Pirates gonna struggle, man, in terms of their depth.
Okay.
With them winning the league, it will be a miracle. It will be a miracle in terms of their depth. And those who are saying we lost to Ipulukwane, check how we lost and how the players were playing and who were playing. You know, Pirates are playing their best players, and against Ipulukwane, we're not playing our best players. You know, compare that also, because there will come a time whereby Pirates, Bazobu Africa, and they will have one day to prepare or 2 days to prepare, and some players they're hit by fatigue. They can't even play. You know, you have a second leg that you need to play also in the coming games, and you need to choose what are you sacrificing. And now the problem is, while they are playing CAF, they are not playing knockout rounds whereby it's just one game. If they want to go out, they can just go out. No, they will be playing more games in the group stages.
What time, Gustavo? What time, Gustavo? I'm going to jump in there. Let me bring you Better Days. Better Days, welcome to the show.
Kunjani Potwami, thanks for the nice show, best show in Mzansi. Thanks for keeping it intact, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Let me dive in. You know, my brother, when we have honeymoon, in life you have honeymoon, everything will go well. In football, every player goes through a honeymoon. The ball can hit his back, his leg, he have that thing like a honeymoon.
Yeah.
When everything is going well, that's what's going on to Pirates. Look at Pirates. They don't have players. You can't say they have depth looking at those youngsters. When they travel to CAF in Africa, when they come back, in Africa, they use physique. So I hear them with this hype, because now they are on honeymoon. Look how they are playing. It's like we are watching the League or those one. I don't know which league we are watching it. But it's fine. But their honeymoon, just check now, before December, the honeymoon will be over. As for Sundowns, I like Sundowns, but I challenge every coach. Please, they have to make a plan with Ribeiro. it's not good that Sundowns it dominates each and every season. Anyway, they can't say it's a dangerous way. Man, no, they have to make a plan on Ribeiro. You just position someone on position, mark space, not to mark Ribeiro. That's my plea. Because I can foresee Sundowns taking this league with more than 15 points this season, mark my words. There is no Pirates there. You can't compare what you are seeing with Sundowns.
Yeah.
Sundowns is ruthless. Box entries, just calculate how many box entries and how many trades they make. Within 10 minutes, how many trades? Shot on targets. What can you compare that to Pirates? Can you compare that to Pirates? Because they emphasize on box entries, supply box entries. Whereas Pirates playing like this, let me give others a chance to speak. But thanks for the nice show, my brother. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. Let me go to Mpumelelo. Mpumelelo, we're almost at the end of the game, 1-0. How do you feel about the game? Welcome. Okay, we'll come back to Mpumelelo. Let's go to Story 88. How are you, Story 88? Welcome.
Hey, how's it, guys?
Man, we're good. Tell me, the game's about to end. How do you feel about this game?
I'm very impressed about Richards Bay.
Okay.
Richards Bay, yeah, it's playing a very tactical game, and they've kept Pirates at bay. They've contained Pirates somehow. So I'm really amazed that no one is praising Richards Bay here. So they're the ones who are containing Pirates. So they've kept their shape. So that's why Pirates is struggling. But even Pirates is very tactical. They've managed to get 1 goal. So that's a champion score. If I may put it like that. Yeah.
Is it enough for a team to come into a game with a structure? Goal. To come into the game with a structure, but not have teeth. Richards Bay, as much as they held Pirates back and maybe made the game a bit harder, Pambili, they haven't been able to score.
Yeah. They're not going forward. I see they have stamina, but physique, like they still need to go to the gym, like a normal gym. So I see physically and also getting those balls forward. I see in Sundowns there is trying, but not there yet. But he's been giving Pirates problems there, keeping the defenders busy there. So, but somehow I didn't see any shot on target from Richards Bay. But they've been just playing on the middle of the park. Yeah. So that's not enough. But for Pirates to get the 3 points is very important. Yes, depth-wise, I'm not sure when they go to Africa.
Okay. No, Story 88, for time's sake, since we're going into extra time here, I'm going to have to move on. Guys, I'm not going to stay long. I can't stay long. So I'm going to let in the last few people. I might repeat some people, I might not, but then I want to let people come in. Tell me what you think about the game. I'm going to give you a minute and then we'll go from there. Pirates is currently leading still 1-0 versus Richards Bay. Goal scored by Ebres Bahopa, who, by the way, is now joint top goal scorer in the league. He's got 4 goals to his name. I believe Ribeiro is number 2. Well, they equal both with 4. So it seems whatever Mahopa's doing, it is working out. Let me go to Mingas. Mingas, welcome. How are you?
How's it, Milford?
Man. Tell me about this game.
A score for it doesn't reflect the game because Richards Bay, I think they must be for it. But then thinking about the whole season, I think we should improve because if so will be in trouble, like the other guy said with the Sundowns, they will rely on you. Downfall as long as when you don't capitalize on such games and score a goal, I think we'll be in trouble because we might have a perfect start, but going forward, we think we need to improve. I think we need to pull our socks up, and we need people like Abu Maswangai to come in the game and to come in their form of their life, because this season, if we can fail to win from this position, I think it will be a huge failure from our side.
So then, but tell me, in as much as we're saying that Pirates might not be performing well, 7 wins in a row, Elikin. It's never, I don't think it's been done by Pirates before. They're playing, they're winning.
Yes, they are winning. That's a perfect start. And it's something that has never been done in our league. So maybe overseas, it will be a perfect shame if we don't end up winning the league, because I'm a fans with Chiefs, especially, they will be laughing at us. They will say we had a perfect start, but we failed to capitalize. So overall, I'm not criticizing the whole thing. I'm just saying we need to keep on improving in these games, because if we can keep on winning 1-0 scores like this, I shame for it. I'm a little bit scared going forward, because these teams, they will catch us.
Okay, no, Mingas, thank you so much. Just as a point of correction, I believe Mamelodi Sundowns did 11 wins last season in a row from the beginning, and then I think Chiefs did 8. Comments, I think, yeah, somebody said in the comments too. Let me go to AB. AB, welcome to the show. How are you?
Welcome to the panel. I would like to say, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I'm impressed with Pirates. I don't want to lie, because Pirates have always lost against the small teams. And then when they win against the small teams, it's a problem. Yeah, sometimes winning the league, it's not about performances, but about consistent result. Because there are times that even Man City play, just now they lost. We know that Pirates don't have a squad depth, but isn't that good that they're going to carry on winning until January, and then they could capitalize on their chances now?
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good sign. At least they're progressing, because it's the same Richards Bay that like Pirates who go on a winning streak and lose to Richards Bay and then shock. So it's a very good thing they're winning. It's it's all about points, you know. So it's all about that.
Do you think that we're too obsessed with beautiful football as South African fans, that we don't care about the results even?
I feel like we're based on how things should be rather than checking on the outside, because I feel like football is based on performances, although performances can take you far, because you cannot get results without performances. Because on a regular basis, let's say, for example, Chiefs were beating SuperSport and then all of a sudden we lost, just like Sundowns. You know, I'm still scared for the Sundowns game, but I'm not gonna deep into it because I'm not gonna be there. But I'm saying that we should be more focused. Why can't Pirates collect points now? And then we both know that the league doesn't start now. The league starts after the second leg. Why can't we collect points now rather than later on? Yeah.
No, AB. For time's sake, I'm gonna just have to let you go there, guys. I can't stay. All I will say is, sometimes we get so distracted by the beauty of the football that we don't realize that these performances are also very beautiful. And these performances are beautiful because the thing that beat Pirates last season was not other teams outplaying them. It was games like these where Pirates could not get over the hill. When they come and play a random Tuesday game, those are the games that they're going to lose out on. And it wouldn't be because they played badly. It would be because they just didn't show up for that game. So I think you have to take into account the progression that has happened up to this point. And you know what's amazing? Guys, 7 games unbeaten in the league. No, 7 wins in a row beginning the season is insane for a team to do. It's insane. Pirates has now gotten 21 points out of 21. Last season, Pirates finished on 50 points, which means they're literally 29 points away. They couldn't even get, they got 14 wins last season. They've already gone halfway already. That's incredible. Whether we believe that it's beautiful, whether we believe that they did well, whether we believe that they can keep it up, yes, but they're doing the job. So well done to Orlando Pirates, guys. Boring doesn't mean bad, guys. Boring doesn't mean bad. Boring or playing badly doesn't mean that, things must bend and people must be taken away. You're winning. So I'm really proud, of this Pirates team, because they're also doing an incredible thing of piling up the points early. That's what Sundowns does. That's what the big teams pile up the points early, so that when both January and Ahly and all of those different games come and you're doing all that stuff, you've laid a very good foundation. And you cannot fault Pirates for laying a foundation. When we go to Richards Bay, I don't know what Richards Bay was doing today. I don't know what the plan was. I don't know what the tactics were. In the first half, Umfundwan was playing on the wing. Ahly won. He's getting the ball, but he's losing the ball because he's alone. And then Abo Stebe, half. I don't know if they were playing half number 8s and number 10s and half whatever. There was no one in the midfield there. And they had times where they played, but this is the cruelty of the Pirates this season, where there'll be times where you feel like you're going to play them. 90s Galaxy felt like they were playing Pirates. They had the ball, they were passing, they were doing all that stuff. Yeah, they were passing and all of that. Marisco started 2-0. And if we're not careful, this Pirates that is quietly going about their business is going to shock all of us. But anyway, guys, that has been Orlando Pirates versus Richards Bay. Pirates, 7 games, 7 wins. You guys are going to have to Pagamisu 7. But let me advise you, Pagamisanu 7. So, rather than the so, rather than the other one, because you're going to be had. And thank you, shout out to the coins that were put onto the pitch earlier in the game that were taken away. But let's see. Thank you so much to Papa Khotsi, Fanenom, MK. Thank you to let me see, Kodani. Thank you to Wendy. Thank you to Tutu. Thank you to Soweto Jen, Sipo F, for the gifts. Let me see, who am I missing? I'm not missing anyone. Wendy, Crazy T, Pumi, Tyler. Thank you so much, guys, for the gifts on that side. Please support our content. In about an hour and a half, I'll have my thoughts out on YouTube, so please check it out. I drop there almost every day. I try to drop almost every day, and I've got a surprise that's going to be coming. That actually came out today on another channel that we're doing, but I'll let you guys know. Myself, Lindo Pep, and Football with Khalifa, we've come together to form 3-man press. It's called that. So go into YouTube. We've got our first video out there. We're speaking about Abom Fukeng and going into Europe and things like that. Very, very exciting things that are coming up. Please follow. The normal show is on every Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. But if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Bafana, Banyana Style and UWC will be playing Champions League games, we'll be watching that too. You'll find me here watching the games. So tomorrow we're going to be here for the Mamelodi Sundowns game. Guys, it's been incredible. Thank you to those that are in the comments. Thank you to those that that jumped into the panels. Thanks to those watching on YouTube. Guys, it's been incredible. I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30. Bye, everyone. 3-man press on YouTube. Check it out. Bye, everyone.